guys, we're going to go over Scentless Apprentice by Nirvana off the In Utero album. Alright guys, this is a fairly easy song. The only complicated part about this song, I think, is the tuning. So all your strings are tuned down a half step, and your guitar is also tuned to drop D. So if you're not familiar with how to tune your guitar that way, I put some links on the text box to your right from other people who go in depth into how to tune your guitar that way. So just take a look at those and come back when you know how to tune your guitar down a half step and in drop D. Now if you want to play the song in drop D without tuning your strings down a half step, that's totally fine. So in order to do that, you just have to take your 4th string, your D string, and your low E and match them up. Okay, so your low E, the 6th string up, is tuned down to D. So when you hit the 4th string and the 6th string at the same time, they should sound the same. Okay, and the reason why that's done is because you could go to any fret and just bar the 2 top strings, the 6th string and the 5th string, and it's a power chord. Right? Alright guys, we're going to go over the very first part of the intro and the chorus section, which are exactly the same. So when Kurt Cobain is singing Go Away repeatedly, that's the chorus part, and then the first part of the intro. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is strum down up on the E and the B. Alright, the 1st string and the 2nd string up. And you're going to just strum down up on those strings. Okay, so you're going to strum open down up, alright? Then you're going to bar those 2 strings, the very first 2 strings, on the 1st fret and strum down up. Then you're going to bar the same strings, the E and the B, 1st and 2nd string up, on the 2nd fret. Then as you go to the 3rd fret and you strum down, you're going to slide all the way between the 12th and the 15th strings. Okay? So, from the top, down up, bar those 2 strings on the 1st fret, then the 2nd fret, then when you strum down on the 3rd, you're going to slide, alright, as far as you can down the neck. I usually stop about the 15th fret, okay, so there's no real given fret to where you stop, you just slide down, okay? Right, and you repeat that 4 times for the intro. Okay, we're going to go over the main riff of this song, which is in the intro and all the verses. So what you're going to do is on the 4th fret, the 5th and 6th string up, you're just going to bar those. Okay? Now the strumming pattern is down, up, down up, down up, down up. Okay, and you're going to lift your finger off in one of those strums, and that's the very last down stroke. Okay, so you're going to go okay, down, down up, down up, down up, down up. Okay, so when you hit that last down, just lift your finger off the 4th fret and hit those open, the 5th and 6th strings, then bar it again and strum up. Now if you want, you can kind of lift your finger off every now and then. Usually I do that at the very beginning on the first couple of downs. Okay, it sounds a little better. So you're gonna go so instead of, you kind of get this, so it kind of breaks up the strumming a little bit. So you're going to do that again in the intro. It's the main riff in the intro, and then part of the verse. And we'll go over the difference between the intro and the verse next. Alright, now we're going to go over the verse part of this song, which includes the main riff. The only difference is when Kurt Cobain is singing in the verse part, you're going to go to the 8th fret and bar the 3rd and 4th string up. And you're going to strum down up on those 2 strings about 8 times while he's singing, okay? Then you go back to the main riff. Okay, and then he sings again, and you go back to that 8th fret and bar it and strum down, up, down, up. All right, now you don't have to really bar on the 8th fret. You can use your pinky and ring finger on the 3rd and 4th strings up that way and strum down, up, and then go back to the main riff. Okay, so you'll hear it in the song. There's the main riff, and then he'll start singing after the intro, and that's when you go to the 8th fret and bar, or use your pinky and ring finger on the 8th fret on the 3rd and 4th strings up. Okay? Alright guys, now we're going to go over the bridge part of this song, which is the part in between the verse and the chorus. And those are octave notes that you're going to play that go all the way down the neck of the guitar. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is put your first finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string up, okay, which would be the A string. Then you're going to bring your ring finger to the 5th fret, 3rd string up, which would be the G string. Now, the hard part about this is you're going to have to mute the strings you're not playing. Okay, so you do that by just lightly touching those strings and muting them, the bottom 2 strings, with your first finger. Just lightly touch those 2 strings with your first finger, and also the 4th string up is muted with your first finger as well. Okay, and you're just not going to strum the very top string, the 6th string up, when you do this. Okay, so these are octaves, so you're just going to be playing the 2 notes where your first finger and your ring finger are, and the first one is a C. Okay, so you're going to strum down, up, and then you're going to move from that C part to the D, which is on the 5th fret with your first finger, and then the 7th fret with your ring finger. Okay, so that's the first 2 parts. So you're going to strum down, up, then move to the 5th fret where your first finger is, and then you drag your ring finger in with your 7th fret, which should again be on the 3rd string up. Okay, and now from C octave to D. Then you go to the 7th fret and the 9th fret, which is E, and so on. Okay, so after the 3rd, 5th, and 7th, you go to the 9th fret. Your first finger's on the 9th fret, and your ring finger's on the 11th. Same strings. Okay, now you move to the 12th fret. Your first finger's on the 12th fret, and your ring finger is going to be on the 14th. Down, up. And you move all the way to the 15th and 17th frets. Then back to the 12th and 14th frets, and you're going to strum down, up, and then again down, up. Okay, so from the top, down, up to the 5th, to the 7th, to the 9th, to the 12th, to the 15th, to the 12th again, down, up, then stay there again, down, up. Okay, then it goes back to the very first intro. Alright, if you have any questions, put it in the text box.